It's Jamila here from Slapp. What is going on? I hope you like my cap. I got it from New York. Yeah, don't ask. So today I'm going to do a very quick tutorial on the new Charlotte Tilbury range, Magic Away. So I've got the Magic Away Concealer in 13 and I have the Magic Powder, Translucent Powder in dark. So I'm going to be quickly testing those out today. My face. Better? Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to be quickly testing those out today. It's quite hot in here. I've already primed my face with the Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer, which is available in the Slapp app. So these two products are going to be in the Slapp app very soon. So it's got a sponge applicator, and I've already used it yesterday because I wanted to see what it was like, and I didn't have time to actually do the tutorial yesterday, so I'm going to quickly do it today. So I've already used it once. This is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer in 13. Let's see how much I can get up. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing the old usual sweep malarkey. So I'm just going under the very dark circles. You can see the difference. I probably could have gone another shade darker, but because I'm not quite my skin tone and I'm coming from a tan, I figured this was actually probably nearer my actual shade. It's really hot with the door closed, so I might open it. Excuse the music. So I've just kind of swirled that under my eyes, swish swish, and I'm just going to pat it in. And so this concealer is supposed to stretch across your eyes, kind of like the Glossier Stretch Concealer, but this one's in a liquid form. So automatically I'm much more intrigued by this, just because pots of me, they just take a bit longer in the mornings, and I just rather just have it in a pen or a wand or something. And it does blend away quite well. Last time I wore it, it looked like a lot, and then I literally looked up and my whole face looked so much brighter. So let's see if it does it again today. So that's it, kind of half blended in. Like I said, the shade is quite light. I might do a bit of spot concealing. So I think that's pretty much it. In terms of foundation, I think I'm just going to use the Dior Face and Body, because at the moment that's kind of my perfect shade, because I'm still in post-tan mode. This cap is like so sexy. So yeah, so I'm going to quickly wash my sponge, and then I'll show you guys what the magic powder looks like. So I do always like Charlotte Tilbury's products because the packaging is just so pretty. It's very like womanly. I wouldn't say girly because it's quite grown up, but I do really like it. And so I'm always happy when she releases products with like decent shades. Like the Retouch has got some decent shades, but this one's looking a lot better. Although I would say that I've swatched all of the shades, and they do, especially at the darker end, they do look very similar. I don't know if that was just on my skin or in the light, but I would say that there isn't that much difference between them, apart from the last one, so I'll let you guys decide. Okay, so I've washed my sponge-ish. I'm using the Real Techniques, I think it's just a foundation sponge, or whatever this one is. It's this shape, not normally this colour. It was orange. Anyway, so I'm going to quickly put one layer of foundation, just because I'm not really going to have a big day out. So I'm just going to put one layer of foundation. This is the Dior Face and Body. I'm having such a lazy day today. Like, I feel like I've been overworking myself. So it's really nice just to chill. But it does mean I'm a bit groggy and a bit slow, mentally slow today. Maybe that will speed up soon, because I've actually got some work to do for Slapp. Next version, app version. V3, it's going to be called, just so you know. This light is very bright, isn't it? Bloody hell, mate. Please, Australians, don't take offence. My accent, I'm working on it. So as you can see, one layer, I guess, because I'm not a wall. One layer is quite a lot. I tend to do two, just so I'm not too sheer. I'll do 1.5. I find it really hard to like not do the same. So I'm putting like a really small amount on. Really small. Okay. I'm having like an old school music session. I'm really enjoying old school Nas and old school Kanye at the moment. Okay, so I think that's pretty much done. As you can see, the concealer has done a really good job in terms of my under eye circles. I don't think it's been that great in terms of hiding the contour, but I think that just might be that I need more sleep. I don't think a concealer can actually like fill in my concaving socket. So yeah, that's it. That's the foundation in case you wanted to see it. I put a Twitter, Instagram poll up and everyone said they didn't want to try it, which is a bit sad because I thought I was like highly anticipated, but it wasn't. Awesome, so that is my foundation. I've got the concealer. Now I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, and the reason I'm very excited by this is because I'm obsessed with the Laura Mercier. As soon as the medium dark came out, I've been using it every time. So I tried the Too Faced one, which we do have in the Slapp app. I do really like it, but I would say that, as everyone says, it is quite red. Even though it's quite red, it is quite translucent, so it doesn't make your skin look really, really red once it's soaked in, but obviously it makes you paranoid that you are red, so that's not really a nice feeling. So if you do have a golden undertone, then maybe it's not the one for you. But like I said, once you've tried it on, once you have it on your skin, it doesn't look too bad. But this one is quite different to both of them in the fact that it's quite illuminating, so it gives you quite a natural glow. I do like the inside because it does have like a dispenser and a kind of lid, so you can close it, which is quite important with especially loose powders. So I'm still like staying true to the old Laura Mercier way, putting it in the lid. It's quite a light colour. It's definitely lighter than the Laura Mercier medium dark, considering that Charlotte has a medium and a dark. This is the darkest one. Some people might find it boring, but it is a translucent powder, so it's not supposed to be like 30 shades. It's just supposed to be nearer your shade and not leave you with white marks all over your face. So this is it. Matchy. In the mirror, it does look a lot better. I might have to turn this camera down a snatch. And my sponge has dried out a bit, so it's not going to be as dewy as it normally is, but I'll let you see how dewy it is with kind of a dry sponge, and it does make your skin very glowy. So I think it's going to be a big hit for winter, just because everyone wants to look more kind of nourished and glowy than they actually are, especially when it's like freezing. So that's just a capful. I haven't really done the entire cap, so I don't want to look too powdery. So that's pretty much it. I don't know if you can really see. So next I'm going to do eyes, and you will see this is my secret weapon, because before I put eyeshadow on I just look like a tired person all the time. So you're going to see a miracle. Be prepared. I'm just going to get my palette to mix it up. So I mixed it up between a kind of customized one I made at NYX in New York, and then I also bought this online in the UK, the Morphe 24G Grand Glam. I tend to go in with like a light champagne colour, and then onto this one, which is kind of a bronzy gold, and then I'll do that in the wing, the red, and then I'll go over everything and blend with the orange. That was definitely my summer vibe, so I'll probably be changing it some point soon, but I'm just not ready yet. I'm just not ready to do it. So I'm going to use a slightly smaller brush, mainly because it's cleaner, and that sounds gross, but I'm a bit gross. Already you can see the difference in brightness in my eyes, and hopefully my skin's looking nice and glowy as well. I sound really nasal. I think it's because I haven't been outside all day. It's just the nicest feeling. Look how much orange I've got on my brush, my fat brush. Oh well. So next I'm going to go with the Goldie Bronze, just over the kind of really light champagne. Obviously my brush is pretty orange already from doing this a few times, but hey. And then I go in the corners with the red. and just wing it up a little bit. My eyes are always so bright, but it does make me look awake. Like if you look back, like if you skip back to 2 minutes ago and you look at my eyes, my whole face then, and you look at my whole face now, it looks so different. So I do credit my eyeshadow game with making me look alive. So thank you, eyeshadow. Next and lastly, I'm going in with the orange. I'm going all over just to kind of even it out a bit. And once I've patted it on, I tend to go over again with my MAC blending brush. This is the Real Techniques Point XS brush, which I do like these because they're tapered. Although I keep watching Pat McGrath's videos and I really want the eyeshadow brush she uses, but I don't know what it is. I might have to ask her. So yeah, I'm now going to blend over just to kind of even it out a little bit. I am a bit messy. When that happens, I just do that. Start again. So we've quickly filled my eyebrows. Next I'm going to use a highlight. I'm going to use this Zoeva brush, no, Japanesque brush I got, and I'm going to try the new Hyper Real Iridescent Loose Powder in Golden Bronze from MAC. So I'm just tapping a little bit into the lid. It's super nice, this stuff. Tap it away. Oh, jeez. You really don't need much. Now, this isn't my current fave. My current fave is Pat McGrath, but I'm trying to expand my repertoire and learn some new things. So I'm just going to go a little bit on the bridge. There we go. That's pretty much done. And if I'm feeling wild, it's quite natural actually, considering. But if I want to do something a bit cooler or amp it up a little bit, then I would use the Pat McGrath. I start with the pink. I'll do the pink on this side. Can't really tell. I'll do pink on both sides. And then I tend to do the middle gold in on the bridge of my nose. And that's pretty much it. Just gonna line my lips and put on some mascara. Panicking. So I've quickly lined my lips in MAC Chestnut. On one eye I've got the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Lash, the one you can see my lashes. And lastly, I'm going to do the other eye when I'm finished. And lastly, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath lip balm in Bronze Astral because it's sparkly and it looks cute. Okay, almost finished. Okay guys, so I've finished with my face. Oh, always remember, make sure all the lines are blended. Okay, I think they're blended. So I finished with the Bad Girl Bang mascara, and on my lips the Pat McGrath Bronzer Straw. Sometimes mostly I use a blusher, but today I didn't. Lastly, I'm going to finish with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray, which I love. It makes me feel very classy and bougie and all that good stuff. And setting spray is like super important. Super important because it makes you look less cakey. As I try and tell my sister, but she doesn't want to listen to me. And I was like, spray. She's like, I don't want to spray. Anyway, so I've finished, I'm blended, and I'm rushing and I'm out of breath. So guys, that's the end of my video. I hope you like my face. Any questions on what I use? On my brows, I use the Eyelaw pencil in dark brown, and brush my lashes and brush my brows out with the Eco Tools brow brush. So that's my final look. I hope you like it. Look, as you can tell, it's a very illuminating powder, and the concealer is pretty good. I do think I've had better, but I do like the way it feels, and I love the finish of the powder, although I am going to go over with a dusting of Fenty, just to make sure I don't get like super sweaty. But that's it, that's my finished look. I hope you really like it, and let me know your thoughts.